starting off
mid-conversation.
Yeah, we're starting off these episodes where I'm already like cracking up from whatever we're talking about beforehand, and I'm like, whenever the camera comes on, because I'm still holding in the laughter from the last thing. All right, so hey everybody,
the medicine of life.
Yeah, right. Welcome to the Ales and Tales podcast. I am your host Mike Mercurio with my co-hosts and beer buddies Ben Purrier, Jim McCarthy,
hey,
and our guest hosts Carly and Paige.
Paige from Vero Beach.
There you go.
Yeah.
Coming in to help us review some beers, and we're going to try something that's going to hopefully remove the lingering aftertaste of disappointment from the last episode. It was...
what's worse than Delaware?
Vermont?
No, Vermont's pretty exceptional.
Yeah, right.
Michigan.
Idaho?
Ooh,
Idaho, though, you got mountains. There's a lot of exceptional. You got potatoes, you know.
To represent the last beer, what's a really tiny town in the middle of the desert, right at the border, that nobody would know? You know, it's just like out there, just barren and sandy.
Okay, it's out there, barren.
That
was El Paso because that was bad.
There you go.
I'll say Zizek's Road in California.
Okay, there you go. Yeah,
sure.
So,
you guys know what Zizek's Road is?
No.
It's spelled XXYXZ, I believe.
That sounds like something from California.
It's off of Interstate 15.
Which is funny.
The 15, as they say in the West Coast.
This beer is actually from California, so that's pretty funny.
Really?
So, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, if you have not listened to the last episode, it's entertaining. This one hopefully will be equally entertaining.
It was so entertaining that Paige came all the way up here from Vero Beach just to be on this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Very true.
Yeah. I thought she was going to lead up and go, no. She likes to contribute just one-word responses, which is okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Very passive-aggressive.
Me? Yeah. No, we're funning people.
We're funny people.
Yeah. This episode should be as entertaining plus have flavor. So that'll be good. We're going to review Sierra Nevada's Hazy Little Thing IPA.
Excuse me. Nevada. Okay, there,
did I say what?
You said
Nevada.
Nevada. It's Sierra Nevada.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I apologize.
It's not Colorado. It's Colorado. It's not Alaska.
So
it's Alaska.
We're now tasting Sierra Nevada.
Fighting. I'm here to see it.
Nevada.
Okay,
so it is from Sierra Nevada or Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina. So they got the two coasts covered, I guess.
Excuse me, it's Chico. All right.
It's North Kakalaki.
This is going to be a very short episode because he's going to be unconscious. I'm going to throw a full beer can at him in a second. Bonk. End of the episode. There you go. Okay, so it says family owned and operated and argued over. So that's pretty funny.
That's funny.
The Hazy Little Thing was recommended to me by a buddy of mine, and he sent me an article I thought was kind of interesting. So this one article said the top 10 most requested beers, and this was on it. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know, because internet, everything is true you read on the internet. I think that was a
Abraham Lincoln quote.
The Abraham Lincoln quote. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. The only brewery that could justify having two of the best craft beers on this list apparently is Sierra Nevada, as this author says. This time it's the Hazy Little Thing IPA that makes its name for itself as a top craft beer choice amongst enthusiasts. One of America's fastest growing IPAs is Hazy Little Thing. An impeccable take on the hugely popular style, explains liquor.com. So if you feel that they give you good ratings, there you go. If you love craft beers and haven't had a chance to try this IPA, then you're certainly in for a treat. Perhaps the best part of this craft beer is its simplicity. It is low processed as it gets. It comes straight from the tanks into the can. So you get it a bit more au natural. So no filtering, anything else. Apparently it's just brewed and then put in a can. Offers the perfect combination of simple flavors and smooth taste, a blend of tropical fruits and some whiffs of bitter pine trees. It reminds you that this is indeed a Sierra Nevada product, writes Hop Culture. I describe the mouthfeel as simple. That's a weird way to describe a mouthfeel, but okay. Still, there's a real pleasant citrus tea note that lingers a bit. Hop Culture adds. All right. So that's what they say. Let's find out what we say.
As long as it feels like someone else's mouth. Well,
No.
Too far? Cross that line. Yeah.
The deadpan of everybody else is just like, what?
Just turn his mic off.
Just, what? What are you saying? What? Okay, so who wants to
Just
describe the can?
Ladies?
Sierra Nevada, hazy little thing.
This one fits more, I think.
We've got a really pretty turquoise blue background with a lot of bubbles.
Hold it up, Jim.
In the bubbles are hops, so that's kind of cool. Looks like it's a label or a badge with hazy little thing with a bunch of twirls on the T's, kind of like a banner. It's simple, straight to the point. You know what you're drinking. 6.7 ABV.
Yeah, good thing to wrap on.
Twirls on the T's.
Yeah. We're going to be talking like that by the end of this episode. Twirls on the teeth.
We still got other Ohio beers we could try from the previous episode. We just want to round it out. Why not? Yeah.
Not an Ohio beer, though, this one.
No, this is not. This is California and North Carolina. All right, let's pour it up, see what we got.
Oh, I smell it already.
Yeah? What do you smell?
Hops.
Hops?
Yeah. As little as I know what I'm talking about, that's what I smell. Strong hops.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you. All right, well, it's a nice dark color. It is definitely hazy.
Yeah.
That is a milky orange juice right there. That is very, very full of pulp. If you got orange juice, it's a little more lemony in color than your traditional orange juice, but that's
Opaque.
that is rich looking. The head sticks around a little bit. It's a thin micro bubble head, but it's still there.
It smells phenomenal.
I get
It
like
does.
grapefruit and orange.
An orange,
Maybe a little touch of lime.
grapefruit and orange.
Definitely a lot of grapefruit. Smell that for sure.
It smells like salty citrus. Almost like if you're out at the if you go to the ocean.
Like sunscreen.
Does it smell like sunscreen to you? It does.
I mean,
Really?
Miss Florida would know.
Yeah.
Do you know about going to the beach at all? No, not really.
Never been.
Never been.
Yeah, I stay inside.
It's fun. Build sand
The one
castles.
that has the best tan of all of us. Yeah, I stay inside.
Yeah.
This has a very fresh green smell to it. Like I think I've mentioned it on a previous episode when I was in Scotland. Like just the air was very lush with like nature, whatever that smell was. It was just very crisp.
Heavy.
It was just crisp and green. And this has that. Like if you take a nice deep breath, you get like what they were talking about, pine trees or whatever else. It's there. That's nice smelling. I like that. Very refreshing
solid.
in scent.
Yeah. It's, to have one, wouldn't exactly pound these, but
No.
That is
I won't pound most hazies.
no.
They're
No,
a
that's thick.
little thicker, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot of times you get it by brewing it with oats. So, I mean, it's, you get that thickness, richness, mouthfeel from the oats.
it's heavy, but crisp and clean. It goes away quick. Like you can tell when it hits your tongue. That is a dense liquid, but it's not syrupy. Like it
Doesn't
doesn't
stick.
stay there,
Yeah.
right? It kind of pours off, and then you just get the flavor, and it's a crisp, clean flavor. That's well done. I dig that.
Especially for being a bigger brewery, mass produced.
Very lemony, very citrusy.
You've been getting lemon all day.
Well, it's
I think you
everything
just got lemon on the brain. I
lemonade.
mean, you get a lot of that citrus on this one. I get it.
Yeah. Well, everything we've had has pretty much been like an IPA almost. So
Yeah.
Yeah. The double IPA was my favorite, though.
Oh, that was fantastic.
that was more pineapple to me than
Yeah.
citrus. This is more citrus, but it is crisp. This is fresh squeezed lemon juice. This is almost like a Rattler, which is lemon juice.
I don't think it's nearly anywhere close to a Rattler. It's way too heavy. No.
You don't think?
No.
I think the flavor profile. I get the Rattler.
I guess the grapefruit fruitiness off of it, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And it's still
I think
goes away quickly. Like a Rattler doesn't.
yeah,
It doesn't
I think Rattler, I think
stay.
very watery, very light.
I don't even know what a rattler is.
It's a mix of beer and juice, essentially. So
Or Sprite.
Sprite.
Yes,
Sure,
fresh
we've had
fresh
the-
freezed
what's
fruit
the-
juice.
I'm sure I've had. I just probably just didn't know what
The
to call
one
it.
Rattler that everyone's had. I can't
It's
think
got
what
this
it's called.
orange can with the. It's not Hofbrau. No, not Hofbrau.
No.
I can't think
I
of
think
it
it
right now.
starts
But
with
anyway.
R.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably moving on.
Yeah, probably. This
I
is
think
good.
everybody's minds are getting numb at this point.
That's why we can only do about 3 episodes at
Yeah.
a time. You get more, and it's just like beer.
So, start
That's
drinking
it.
prolifically now.
I don't know. Okay, so we got let's describe. There's a lot of stuff going on in
We
this.
got to let it settle.
Yeah, I mean it's a solid, straightforward hazy IPA. You're getting a lot of the grapefruit. It's got what you're looking for in the mouthfeel of a hazy. It's not too heavy. It's got the little bit of thickness to it, but like you said, it washes right off.
No tongue glove. It's not it's not wrapping your tongue and just hanging on for dear life. It goes away. This, unlike that other IPA, I could have multiples of without an issue. This is not going to wear anything will wear your tongue out eventually if it's the same flavor, but this could go for a while. I could have numerous cans of this without going.
Being with you guys has really spoiled me. It's like I get that. I can't do too much in one sitting. Like you have to have a variety of beer. That's what we've been doing is taking the little 6-packs and
Mix and match.
Mix and match. That's
Yeah.
what we did last night with a cigar.
It's rare I will order the same beer twice when I'm out at a bar.
Really?
I know I really like one though. If I order it twice, it's like there's nothing else up there on the list, or
Right.
that was really good.
Yep.
What was your first beer? You remember what it was?
No,
Yes.
What was it?
Rolling Rock.
Well, I can
ooh,
see
that
that.
actually might be it.
Heineken for me. My father was a big Heineken guy.
I was like 9, and all my family, because we were visiting my grandma up in Pittsburgh.
Latrobe,
The whole
Pennsylvania.
family was up there, and everybody was drinking Rolling Rock, and I'm like, I want some, and Dad goes, here.
That the late 90s?
Yes. No,
Well, way before that.
dude.
Would have been?
80s.
Really?
Well,
You
yeah.
were born in like 1989, weren't you?
Oh, that's sweet.
No?
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
I like it. I do look young for my age. No, no, I was born in 78.
Okay.
So yeah, I just turned 45.
Well, I guess, yeah, that would make sense. I guess I had my first beer around early teens. What about you ladies?
Mine was Molson Ice.
Molson
That is
Ice.
a college beer,
Yes.
if anything. My goodness. Yeah. She's like, vodka.
What was your first beer? What was your first beer?
My
Vodka.
first beer was definitely Bud Light. My brother's a big Bud Light person.
Really?
Yeah. Basic, cheap.
Yeah.
Get it at the gas station. He's good with it.
The beer cave.
So I did, after I had that Rolling Rock, I did not have another beer until college, and then it was Milwaukee's Best and Ice House. You know,
Oh, good old Ice House, 8%.
best bang for
That's
the buck.
you
as
want to
people
get
would say.
drunk in college. Ice House was the go-to.
What about Schlitz? Remember Schlitz?
Never had Schlitz.
Yep.
I don't think. Well, I might have once. I had a
not that
Stroh's
great.
once. That was actually pretty good.
You know, those beers aren't all that bad. Even a regular Budweiser really kind of like, that's kind of flavorful.
So Miller, if you're going to go for just a light beer, I found the Miller High Life to be
Miller or Mick
champagne
the
of
champagne
beers.
of beers.
Mick
Right.
Ultra. Mick Ultra's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah. We should do a show where we rate those beers.
So
You know?
We thought, did we do that once?
Did you?
Michael Hallspring and a bunch.
we were going to.
I think we need to do that, but we need to do it in a blind. So we have somebody like pour that knows what's in it.
Oh,
So you
good
kind
idea.
of go through and rating, and then you find out at the end what you were drinking.
you're really like ahead of the technological curve here for that, but we could figure that out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be hard.
just got to have. We'll get Courtney to come in and just pour it in the next room and bring it in or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
So my dad's favorite beer is Miller High Life.
Right.
And you don't typically grow up going, yeah, I'm going to enjoy the same things as my parents, right? You kind of go in new avenues and explore different things and whatever. But I agree with him. I think it's a good, simple
Yeah.
beer. And I remember when he came to visit me after I'd turned 21, he came to visit and I went to get him some Miller High Life, and I'd be okay drinking it with him too. And I went to the store and all they had was 40s of Miller High Life. So my dad and I were sitting out on the front porch drinking a 40, passing a 40 of Miller High Life back and forth. This is a great memory. It was just really
That
funny.
is.
That
Yeah.
was cool.
I used to get the 40s of private stock.
Private
I've never
stock?
heard of that.
or Old English.
Oh,
Old English,
okay.
yes. Oh, we have heard of it.
Private
Yeah, we
stock.
had that.
Yeah.
That was a college drink from time to time, too.
Man, y'all got me really scratching my head now. What was my first beer? It was probably with my brother. I could be very wrong, but I did that at one of my best friends back in high school. I remember there was a handful of times getting drunk in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't drink that much. I say that, and the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, there was probably some instances where I drank more than I thought I did back then. But I don't remember my first beer.
All right. How
Remember
about,
the first time getting hammered?
no,
Hopefully
because
not.
that's what happens afterwards. You don't remember it. No. I was not big on drinking to that point.
Well, when you're a teenager, you kind of get there. I was 16. We had a big meadow next to our house called Terrywile, and all the friends and stuff like that, especially people I hung around with most of the burnouts, people that had, mullets and trench coats and listened to Anthrax and Slayer. I was one of those guys. And they had a keg party up at this field. And I just remembered my parents were away, and that beer went down like it was water. It was nuts. And I went home that night, and that was the first time I ever experienced the room spins. Yeah.
Ooh, man, freshman year of college, got those a lot.
Yeah. You can say you want the beer. You don't have to motion towards it. It's not like we're,
I was trying to keep out of your camera. I'm gonna
yeah. Don't worry about it.
Anybody else?
We're very casual. This is a good one.
Yeah, this one vanished from my glass pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So what else? So who else has got a story about the first time getting inebriated?
I got one.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm sure you do.
This is college. I didn't drink in high school. Made some friends, and between the four of us, we split a bottle of pineapple rum. Mm-hmm. And my friend, she was very inebriated. We took her to the bathroom, and she wasn't feeling good. We're like, who's the president? And this is like 2015, 2016. And she's like, Bush. And we're like, no, it's Barack Obama. Yeah, that was bad.
Did you have to hold her hair back?
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so best beer story. Anybody have a best beer story that comes to mind?
Not a best. I do have an early memory of
Or funny,
getting
whatever
drunk
you
in
want.
high school. So it was the senior year of high school. It was going to be senior skip day, and our buddy had like something else, like he couldn't miss it somehow. So like we just decided to skip a different day, the three of us, and we went out and we got Ice House, and our buddy was the DD. He drove, and then the two of us, me and Chris, sat in the back and just got wasted. Went to I remember going to this little park in the middle of Greensboro, and we just like sat on the swings, that kind of like park. But it's like in the middle of these big, if you live in Greensboro, where they have all the lantern festival, it's kind of right down in that area, I think. And got wasted. And then we went to our other friend's high school, went to Grimsley High School. It's the worst idea, we're shit-faced, 3 sheets to the wind. And here I go walking through the high school. Now, I should mention that the principal of Grimsley High School knows my father very well because he's the principal of the rival high school Page. So they know me. The assistant principals know me. There's a lot of people there that know my face. And here we go. I'm like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like I had way too much. It's like we meet my friend at lunch, so we're outside in the little quad area, whatever. So I have to go walk into the bathroom. I just remember walking to the bathroom and having to walk right past the principal's office. I'm stumbling. Get there, pee, get out. Everything was good. Get busted for skipping school by my mom accidentally. She calls up because I'm supposed to be there for after school practice. I'm like, oh no, Ben wasn't in class today. She's like, what do you mean he wasn't in class? And called up the office to ask if I was there that day. I'm like, she felt bad about it. It was funny. This is like a great mom. She felt bad about it later. She's like, I feel bad. I got you busted. She had no idea I was shit faced. I got so lucky. They busted, talked to us about skipping school, and I'm sitting there in the chair listening to my parents lecture me, and I'm just glass-eyed.
Dude, your parents probably know a lot more than you think.
That's probably, yeah. They just, yeah.
That was revealed to me as one of the best stories of my dad and I have ever had. And we were coming back from, one of the baby stores. Courtney was pregnant with our first child, and my parents came to visit. And they came in their RV, and my dad's like, why don't you drive it? All right, we'll drive it. We'll take everybody up to Babies R Us or whatever. So on the way back, for some reason, Courtney and my mom took a different car, but it was just my dad and I talking about our youth. So I was like, yeah, we talked about the first time we got drunk and everything. And, I'm like, oh yeah, I got plenty of times underneath my belt that first time. He's like, yeah, I remember that first time. I'm like, you weren't there. He goes, we know. We know what happened. Was that the time where you called mom up and you said you got sick and you threw up and felt so much better? I'm like, yeah. He goes, yeah, we know. It was when you were 16. I go, oh my gosh, yeah. You know. So, I mean, it's one of those fun memories of just, you know, he was revealing some stuff about his youth to me because, you know, it was, then he passed away, I don't know, a year later. So, I can laugh about that now.
That's
good. It was 06. Yeah. Got to provide levity. Now that I brought everybody down.
It's okay. The beer will lift us back up. No, so the one that popped into my mind, freshman year of college, keg parties and whatnot. I met a couple of girls and they were like, hey, come to the keg party. Yeah, cool. So I went to meet them and one of them's mother was there visiting and people were doing keg stands and I did a keg stand and
I would pay to see that.
dude, I was great for keg stands because I weigh nothing.
Right.
You know, my freshman
tremendous upper
easy to
body
hold up.
strength.
my freshman year of college, I weighed 98 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
I've always just been,
twig.
yeah. So people were like,
It's not far from where you are now. I mean, you know.
yeah, I know. I'm a
105 pounds.
bulking 130 pounds, you know. Yeah, it's good stuff.
This is what you would look like.
It's Bruce Lee size. It's Bruce Lee size.
That's right. So anyway, yeah. So I did the keg stand. It was cool. And the mom goes, I want to try. So I'm holding this one girl's mom up to do a keg stand. And I'm like, this is surreal. It was just kind of funny. But yeah, that's one of those ones that sticks in my mind. It was just a pretty amusing time, you know. You don't
Somebody's
think of
mom.
You don't think of a keg party. Go to a keg party with a couple of girls and give their mom the keg stand. So
I know the first time you get drunk with your parents, it's like everything changes. Like you realize that they're just as crazy as you, and they like to have a good time too. Like especially our moms, like they like to party.
nice.
Yes.
I have too many stories.
Pick one. What's a good one? Let's go with the high school story.
Paige chimes in with, I agree.
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever drank at school that I can recall, but I have gone to the top of the roof and smoked. And that was pretty cool just because we were
Like a
pretty high
cigar
up.
or a cigarette?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's weird, right?
So one of them reefer cigarettes? Have you seen what can happen to you when you smoke a reefer cigarette? Show her that picture one more time. Pretty soon you're going to be throwing French horns into people's buttholes.
She's got
Three of them.
Into
reefer
people's
madness.
freaking balloon knots.
2 males and 1 female.
Oh man.
Reefers.
Yeah. Okay.
Where do we go from here?
You
now
know,
that it's sat on the tongue for a while.
I believe cannabis is related to the hops. Is that correct? And hops
That is-
beer.
that
beer.
is
Look at
true.
that. Hey, there you go. That's pretty
We are
funny.
really getting loopy.
Yes.
Well, I think it's Panther Creek now. No. This is beer related. Panther Creek Brewery.
I know it's related, but you said they were getting really loopy, and you're like, "It's where?" I was like,
Panther Creek. So no, they have a Delta beer now.
Panther Beer
Panther,
Brewery.
what?
Panther Creek's got a Delta beer. I don't know if it's 8 or 9 or O or H or whatever the hell they are now. But yeah.
They brew it with cannabis.
Really?
100%.
Has it got the THC in it?
It's the Delta.
The
So
Delta.
It's the legal hemp version, at
So
least
no.
for now.
Which Delta rating? Do you know?
I don't know.
No.
It's probably 8.
Have you guys
Probably
tried
8.
any of that stuff like, can we talk about that here or no? No, you don't want to talk about
No,
it?
I just haven't tried it.
Okay.
Not my thing.
Yeah.
I got plenty of other vices and enjoyments and whatnot.
Paige is all of a sudden
She's like,
perked
yeah,
up.
let's talk.
I have.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want to know?
Well, there are different types that don't make you get the munchies or they can make you energetic. I mean, that's a thing, right?
That's a lie. You get the munchies regardless.
No matter what. Right. What is your go-to for munchies? Funyuns, Mountain Dew?
No.
No?
Are Funyuns even still a thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, those are good. They got the
Funyuns,
flaming
yo.
hot ones.
That's right. D&D and Funyuns. Mom's Basement. Dungeon Masters.
Mountain Dew Red.
Now you're making me want chips. I don't know why. Now I got the munchies now. I want some cheddar
good
sun chips or
potato
something.
chip, going with this. Like, fresh restaurant bar potato chip.
Something cheesy and salty.
Yes, mozzarella sticks. Yes.
That would work. Anything with salt, because this has a sweeter side to it.
I want soft pretzel and beer cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would work.
You got to have the marinara. Right? Eric.
The Italian.
Someone that hasn't listened to the past episode, they're going, "What the fuck?"
In a previous episode,
See,
we were
this
talking
works
about
well. This
dad
is how we
joke-
make
dad
sure our
jokes, people,
listeners
dad
continue
jokes.
to listen on. Is because
right.
we were interconnecting
gotta be in the
all
know.
episodes.
My daughter started dating a DJ. His name is Eric. Right? Is that the joke?
That works.
Yeah.
It's what the DJ name his son.
Son?
What did he name? Am I that bad right now? Am I
No, that made it.
not,
DJ
not
name his son.
enunciating? I need to go all Canadian.
Yeah.
Enunciate every syllable, eh?
What's that about? Where was the house? Those.
All right. So
Be very proper in my talking.
I would agree that chips, something salty, marinara. I can't do it.
Marinara.
Marinara. Cheese sticks, that works. Anything else? How about
Pizza.
Yeah.
Pizza for sure.
I mean, this is a straight brewery
Meatball
beer. Like,
sub.
yeah, it's any
any pub food?
pub food.
Yeah.
It's great with pub food. I'd just leave it at that blanket statement.
We should actually bring my CPA on here. He just got back from Ireland and was talking about his experience with Guinness over there.
we could talk. We
And how
could
it's a-
rap. I
it's
just got back in March.
It's different
Yeah.
over there.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it's funny because even bar to bar it can be different, which really blows my mind. Being it's
Really?
right there, and Dublin's small. You can walk across the entirety of Dublin in 40 minutes, like one side or the other.
Apparently, everybody walks, and should have like a 6-pack,
Dude,
but they don't.
well, not everyone has a 6-pack, but
Right.
everyone there is in shape.
Really?
Like everyone there looks fit. Like it was amazing going to Europe. It's great. Like you go and a lot of it's the food, like the stuff that's not allowed over there that's allowed here. So they're chicken wings. Everywhere I went, they got chicken wings in England and in Ireland. I mean, they were like
They're not GMO
2
modified giant
inches
chickens.
long,
Yeah.
maybe. They were small, but the bones are really small. There's still a lot of meat on them.
Right.
And they're very, very tasty. I love the chicken wings there, man. But you realize like
Food in general
what
over
we're
there is
allowed, the
different
food-
than here.
Subway's not allowed to call their bread over in the EU because it's got too much sugar in it.
Really?
Yeah, they call it sugar loaf.
I don't know.
Weird. Yeah.
You got
food-
it's
sandwich
so much
wallet
crap.
material.
well, and I think a lot of it in Europe is the walkability of the cities.
Yeah.
You know, we've grown big cities and there's no walkability within them. And over there, like you can really walk across the whole city if you've got the time.
Well, they're smaller. I mean, like if you go to
London's not small.
okay,
but you
that's
can walk
yeah,
all
but
over
you're not
London.
walking across.
No, you
London.
take the train, but if you had to, you could. Like it's still walkable.
Well, yeah, you could walk across New York too. It's still walkable, but you wouldn't. Like
Well,
I'm
yeah,
talking
but-
about the majority of the cities. Hear me out. The majority of the cities or areas are much smaller there because the land mass is smaller. So they it's kind of like a fish that grows to the size of the tank.
It's very tense in here all
Yeah.
of a sudden.
Can we get the? Is there a theme song from the old show Crossfire? Can we get that on?
Which one
I'm
is
not
that?
that good. All right? I have the plan ahead.
Come on, man. You're behind all. You got like 500 buttons over there.
I do, but none like that.
I need
unfortunately.
like AI Jim right now just to be able to get it done.
Right, AI Jim.
Cyberdyne Technologies.
But the cities in general, most of the cities, other than the hubs like London, are typically smaller. And yeah, most people walk around because you can. It's a whole lot more convenient. We just had so much
They're old
land mass
cities, too.
here.
They're based around older cities that didn't have motorized transportation
Correct.
when they were built.
Right. And we didn't either, but we just had so much land mass that everybody just kept spreading out. You know, it's totally different over there. I love that feel over there, especially if you do drive from city to city. It's just like, here's a city in 5 minutes, max 5 minutes. You've driven through an awesome countryside and boom, you're in a whole nother city. And then 5 minutes later, you're in a whole nother, and everyone has its own smaller feel to it. It's nice.
That's what happens when you forge a country 500, 600, 700 years ago.
And especially if you like Scotland, every single city you get into, they have their own distillery, and the Scotch is named after the city, which is really cool because 5 minutes later you're in another Scotch.
Interesting.
Anyway, sidetrack. Sorry, beer. That's all I got. Ladies, you're talking too much.
It's delicious.
It's magically delicious.
Yeah, I would rate this probably 9 out of 10.
Wow.
That was good.
I can see why this is rated as a high rated beer. That was redundant, but yes, it's good.
I go like 7.3. It's solid. I'd have it again.
It's good.
It is good. Yeah, no, I'd go like maybe 7, 6.
I think the alcohol has
That's
just kind
strong.
of affected the tongue over there. It's like, this is horrible. Got a little bit of a buzz. It's good now.
Did you rate it?
No, not yet.
9, 7.
So
7.
on the beer scale of overall beers, I would rate it probably a 7 out of 10. And as far as IPAs, I would rate this probably a 9 or a 10 out of 10.
I'm going to go with you. I agree.
It's smooth, it's crisp, it's clean, it's not wearing the tongue out. I'm not tired of the flavor after a quarter of a can, if even. I wouldn't get tired of this. You can tell, like those other ones that when we try, like we use one can for split amongst 4 or 5 people. You can already tell if it's lingering on the tongue. It's like, oh man, a 1 can or bottle is going to be rough. 2 is going to be struggles. There's no struggle here. This is just nice.
Are
This would go
there
with
people
just
out there
about
that do like the tongue glove feeling?
I have no idea. It ain't me.
Probably.
It's not me either.
I mean, I know plenty of people that like thick beers, overpowering beers. Yeah.
Yeah.
They normally,
Guinness
they
like
normally
that?
do kind of like what we do, and they rotate it out, though, you know.
Guinness is
Ever tell you my
surprisingly
great
watery.
Guinness toast
Yeah,
story?
Guinness is light and airy. Have you never had a Guinness?
I've had Guinness before.
Yeah, he
Sure?
Have I told you my great Guinness toast story?
He has
I tell
on this
you
podcast.
every
you have it
episode.
on this bucket. Yeah.
That's the joke. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was part of the
Go ahead, tell it again.
Guinness World
You've never heard
Record
it.
white Guinness toast.
It's not that interesting. I'll tell you off the air. Offline.
He worked for a radio station, and they
You're
had
going
to
to tell it though.
drive around
Yeah.
and do a bunch of different Guinnesses. So you're
Great
not a
Guinness
fan.
Toast. Once upon a time, did a promotion that every hour on the hour they would do a toast with Guinness, and typically the idea was that any given time in the world, you could do a toast at the top of the hour and be toasting with all these other people at whoever had midnight. So I had to do that, and we were chauffeured around in a limousine. We went to different, bar to bar to bar. And on the top of the hour, because I was an on-air guy, I would be like, hey, hey, let's drink up. And I had to force it down.
Which is probably by the beginning, he's probably like, toast. By the end, he's like, toast.
Just friggin' give me a spoon. Get this pudding in my mouth.
It's surprisingly, Guinness is really watery compared to a lot of stouts. It's actually a very easily.
It's the
It's
darkness
nitro.
that throws you
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
What's that Guinness and Bailey's shot called? Or that
Black and tan.
No, it's what's it called?
There's a baby Guinness.
Pipe bomb? No, not a pipe bomb.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just waiting for it.
It's called the IRA.
It's called the drink you don't order in Ireland.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's called an Irish car bomb.
Molotov.
Well, we
Irish
call it
car
an Irish car bomb. I think now it's just called like an Irish drop shot or something. Is the PC?
Because it's offensive.
Yeah.
It is. Well, no. So I think I've told this story on this podcast before. My old bar manager was Irish, and people come over and order one. He'd pour it for him, not say a word, and hand him the bill, and it'd be $58. They go, excuse me, it's $8 for the drink and $50 donation for the families.
Wow.
Yeah, what do you say to that? You
You're like,
pay your
okay.
money and you walk out with your tail between your legs.
No.
That's like wearing orange on St. Patrick's Day. Apparently not supposed to do that.
I think if they just had a couple extra beers, they wouldn't be quite as uptight about it. But I get it. I understand.
I was
It's not
told not to
accurate.
wear white or red when I was there one day because it was Ireland and England in like the big rugby match. That was like it was like the triple crown of rugby. While
You'd have looked like you were
there.
supporting the wrong team and they'd have tackled your ass.
Yeah, don't want to be part of the Roses. There were still people in Dublin sporting their English gear. I thought it was pretty damn brave, being like the day after St. Paddy's Day, or right after St. Paddy's Day.
I can't swear to this, but my guess is that pub brawls are not too sparse there. Or it's not like they're
I
not
didn't
used to
see any.
soccer brawls or whatnot.
I
Pub
guess.
brawls or pub crawls?
Brawls.
Okay, I heard crawls.
I mean, that's like the
Pub crawling in
stereotype,
Dublin's
I guess.
fantastic. I mean, you throw a rock and you hit 10 different pubs. It's amazing.
They get really pissed when you do that too.
It is amazing. Is that why I got shouted out? Shit.
Hey, where are we going? I don't know. Throw a rock. That one. Cool.
What are you throwing a rock at our pub for?
Get out of here.
Get out of here. What are you doing?
I'm not giving you a
Is that how
beer.
you sound?
No.
We're trying to be magically delicious in here for crying out loud.
Now you're getting it.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's good. I like it. How many leprechauns did you find?
One on St. Paddy's Day in a bar.
There you go.
True story. Like,
Did you catch him?
no. He
No
wasn't
gold
dressed as
for-
like,
no gold
we
for
were
men.
we were in the bar on St. Paddy's Day, and sure enough, this little person comes walking by. not dressed as a leprechaun, unfortunately. I feel like that was a very good opportunity missed out, but that's okay. I still feel that I saw him once and he walked by and I didn't see him again.
He was incognito.
Right?
You are so over the line right now.
So
we don't do that here.
I am.
No, that wouldn't happen on a beer podcast.
never.
It would cross the line.
Apparently I may have pissed off a Mormon. I didn't know there were Mormons in Ireland. I thought she was pulling my leg, and then apparently she was not.
She thought you were the leprechaun. She was trying to catch you.
No, I made fun of her underwear.
What?
Was she a sister wife?
I don't know.
No.
So
don't
she
even
was
know
like,
what-
found out I was American. She goes, "Are you Mormon?"
What?
No.
Not all Americans are Mormon, lady.
Right.
Sorry.
She got all excited.
Yeah. Catholic should come to mind first before Mormon.
Mormon, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you
On
say you're
another
from
note-
Utah, yeah, that would you're Mormon. That would make sense.
Yeah.
All right. How, folks, do we close this one out?
I don't know.
I think we've gotten sidetracked. Yeah, there you go. All right.
you go.
Well, definitely worth checking out. I think the Hazy Little Thing by Sierra Nevada is quite good. I think everybody agrees. That was
Yeah,
great
very good.
ratings.
Liked it.
So I would check that out. Will not disappoint you unless you don't like
If it
flavor.
does, Mike Mercurio will give you your money back.
Yeah, if you bought it from me, I will give you your money back. Otherwise, yeah, check us out at the alesandtalespodcast.com. Check us out at on Instagram at the Ales and Tales Podcast. Leave a comment for us. Let us know what you think. Tell us how absolutely ridiculous we are if you want. We don't care. We're okay with
Leave
it.
them in there for us.
Yeah. That's what I got. I don't know. All right.
All right, we're out.
Cheers.
Hey, guys.